Howdy, howdy, my name is Good Guy Michael to my YouTube channel, and welcome to more Defending the Realm! So, last time, we went toe-to-toe with Crimson Colt, and came out on top with possession of the Heart of Michelandia. And in case you guys did not know, the Heart of Michelandia does 13.25 damage, while our last sword did 7. So the Heart of Michelandia is a crazy strong sword, not to mention that it appears to have a galaxy in the blade, although, as the voice told us, that is actually the spirit of the realm. So yeah, we have an amazing blade now, and we have so much stuff. We have so much stuff in our chests, we have so much stuff on us, and we learned the hard way that enchantments are going to save our buttskis. So this episode, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to build ourselves a warehouse and a library. So I was thinking this spot right here, we'll build ourselves a warehouse and a library, because this spot is kind of centralized enough that we can have a warehouse where, like, we can have a courier who's going to run over here, grab the stuff out of here, put it into a warehouse, run over there, grab all that stuff, put it into the warehouse. So this is a pretty good centralized spot to have a warehouse, and then we'll just build the library on top of the warehouse. And I think in the library we may start getting into like Thaumcraft or some Botania. I haven't quite decided yet, but so this is going to be a building intensive episode. So let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, so time to start building a library slash storage room. So as with most things that I've had to build recently, we're going to start with terraforming, and we're going to start with the path, because eventually we're going to build couriers who are going to stock the storage room for us and do all that stuff, and we want to have a good road system that doesn't have things in their way so that they can find stuff pretty easily. Now I thought about doing this completely symmetrical, but I decided to shake it up a little bit because most of my stuff is symmetrical on my base. So we want to have a little bit of spice and a little bit of irregularity, because in Minecraft, having too much symmetry and too much patterns tends to get boring for the eyes. Okay, so as you can see, I patterned out the floor there, and it's starting to come together. I decided that the stone brick on the top there was just a little bit too much, so we decided to switch over to cobblestone. I'm going to start building the floor here in a little bit, and I wanted to have the top floor just a little bit shorter than the bottom floor so that it would offset and really draw attention to it and look cool. As you can see here, I'm starting to work some more, just fleshing it out, adding a roof onto it. Eventually, the top floor will be where we have our enchanting stuff so that we can enchant our armor, and the bottom floor will be where we'll have our storage room. As you can see, I'm just adding some fence. This is the basic decoration part, which is one of my favorite parts of all of the building, is when you get to go around and use blocks in ways that they're usually not used. Okay, as you can see here, it is all done. We're going to put ourselves a warehouse in the bottom, and we're going to have a library and enchanting place on the top, and that back area is just going to be a cool little area where you can go and observe the forest. Alrighty guys, so welcome back. As you can see here, we have farmers running around, all sorts of stuff, and as you guys may also be able to see, a few things that were not here a second ago when I built the building, and that is because, unfortunately, I lost a lot of footage. So I shot about 15 minutes onto the rest of the episode, and yeah, it was lost. So, anyways, I'll cover what I did. I managed to get some couriers, I managed to research for a warehouse, and create a bunch of resource blocks. Now, as you can see, I have a huge amount of warehouse storages, and these actually aren't all that hard to make. We have large warehouse storages, which are just 4 iron, a chest, and some wood, which, as you guys know, we have all of that. And then you're able to put into here these. I made some extra NPCs who then, oh, it's a combat order. Oh, that's from the soldier who died, unfortunately. I did lose a soldier who was fighting a fiery zombie. So I have these two guys, hard worker Steve, hard worker Jacob, food runner Cody, and these guys all go around and do different jobs. So these two hard workers, they go up to this block and make sure that any blocks that are placed in there get stored into the warehouse. So I can aggregate and search through here. This is basically a giant ancient computer. So it manages all of our inventory, and it's fantastic. It works really well, actually. See this guy, Food Runner Cody? So Food Runner Cody, what he does is he runs over to the different places. So he runs over to like this farm right here, and the farm over there, and then the different animal places in here, and collects the foods from them, and then deposits them into this block, which is then aggregated by the two hard workers, and they put it in there. Stone Runner goes over to the quarry that we have over here, because remember how I kept having to put everything from the quarry into having to just throw it away? So instead, we have it working that it's going to, what do you call it? It, oh goodness, I'm having trouble saying what I'm thinking. So it goes through, it digs up everything, and instead of having to manually put it all into the chest so it spits it out into the big black abyss of nothingness, he goes through and he picks up all the stuff that's in here and then brings it and deposits it into the warehouse over here. Which, the reason why we have so many storage blocks is because, we have like, hi. You're not supposed to be here. Well, face the heart of like oh, you saucy bitch. You saucy bitch. Where you at? Come on, show your face. Taste the heart of Michelandia. Come on. What are you doing hiding inside? It's gonna like pop up right behind me, isn't it? Come on, you bastard. Is it gone? We're just gonna assume it's gone, which I know it's not. I know it's a terrible thing to assume. Okay, but we have like 270 andesite, 243 copper, 7,000 cobblestone, like just crazy amounts of resources. So the nice thing is that we're not gonna have to worry about, you know, farming anything. Look, like 1,000 seeds. So we have 16,000 blocks in here of 39,000. So I'm gonna need to think of some way to make a filter for this, or at least craft these things so that like this wheat is crafted. So yeah, because ain't nobody got time for that. But I did empty out all my chests into the storage room, and we can actually start once we get some more levels. We can go up into here, into what you guys saw me building briefly, which is the enchanting room. So I built a nice little enchanting room. This will give us some pretty good enchantments. So like, if we wanted to, we don't want to enchant the heart of Michelandia anymore. It's already pretty magical. So like, if we wanted to, we could get a level 5 enchantments, or we can make some enchanted books, whatever we want to do. Pretty cool though. I enjoy it. So since we lost, oh yeah, and one other thing that we did is I added patrol orders to my soldiers. So as you can see, they're not just sitting here anymore. They're actually running around and patrolling the area. So if we go and come here, Archie. We'll grab Archie real quick, and we'll actually pick him up with the lasso so that he doesn't wander off. See, this is his patrol route. So he comes out here, he goes up around the station, comes around, goes back down. So if he sees anything along the way, he will fight it. Let's give Archie back his command orders. And then like same with Regith. I think he's in a T formation. I have decent overlap. So yeah, he covers basically around, does a big circle around this, around that building. And unfortunately, we did lose some soldiers, but that could be easily solved through having a priest that we're going to have pretty soon. Come on, I want to sleep. There we go. So the priest, we'll build a priest for that. But so I guess the rest of this episode is actually what I want to do is I want to animate these so that they work a lot more efficiently. And so we don't have to rely on the farmers to do it, because the farmers are a little bit of a pain in the butt to route. So what we are going to do is we're going to build like tunnels underneath it that are going to be powered from a giant windmill over here. So let's see. I think I'm going to have the giant windmill probably back here, maybe? I'm not 100% sure yet. Like a giant windmill that's going to power all of our machines, not just those two. So we're actually going to like, because if we look actually, so torque shafts, right? Heavy torque shafts, which minimize the amount of torque that is lost, aren't actually all that hard to make. So they take a steel gear set, which is well, I guess those are steel ingots, but then we can make those easily with the what do you call it? The steel from this mod. Jeez, this one. See, Alex, that's coal. That's coal and iron. And we have so much coal and iron. Okay, and then we need a steel torque shaft, which is just much more. So it is a little bit expensive, but it'll be worth it. So maybe we'll do like one main one that leads down, and then powers the rest of stuff. So I think we'll leave our two miniature ones, or I might disassemble this because we don't need the rolling machine anymore. But we're gonna build an actual large. I should build a base, a little. Oh, I can't pick them up in the golden lasso. I'm big. Guess who's getting a reservation built for them? So we're gonna build a big windmill right here, and I'm gonna build tunnels. But I'm gonna actually, I'll show you guys what I was thinking of having like the tunnels designed. So let's see. We're gonna need to eat for starters. Let's steal some of the food from our workers. We'll just do that real quick. Let's see. We got some carrots for days. Although we probably have like 6,000 carrots in our base, so we just need to see. Look at, and so they are completely self-sufficient. Food Runner actually, once he takes food, he puts carrots in there. So there should be more carrots than there were a second ago. Oh, maybe not. He must only pick them up once they actually have grown. But yeah, so they regulate their own food, they feed themselves, so they're pretty self-sufficient. The only thing is that they're pretty bad at dying in combat. So we're actually going to change out the swords eventually. But I keep getting distracted, okay? So we're going to do... What type of blocks do we want? We'll do a dolerite maybe? Andesite? No, let's do... We want a real... Come on, put those back in there. Do I really have to put them in here through the... Fine. There you go. So we'll do granite. Oh, we don't have enough granite, though. Limestone. Limestone would be cool. So a limestone floor. We'll do, like... We'll grab just a decent amount real quick. And then we'll do... We need more wood is the problem. We'll do... Dolerites, walls. So... This is what it's going to look like, okay? So, we'll start... we'll build a little emergency hatch to this, okay? Oh, right, we have water here. I forgot we had water here. Okay, so, now, if I'm not mistaken... Oh, this is why I need to have a diamond pick on me. But, so... Because this hammer's going to just cause hell. Alright. Okay, there we go. So, let's grab the cobblestone. So, we have this here. And this is gonna take, where'd the other concrete go? Let's see, there we go, there's our other cobblestone. So it's gonna take a router to it, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build, dolerite walls. Let's see, so basically it will look like this. We're gonna have little hallways that go around like this underneath all of our buildings. And we're actually gonna have to bust this here in a second. But, or actually, I think I have dirt on me. I have a little bit of dirt that I'll have to do. Damn it. Hold on one second. Let me get, and I blocked myself in. I'm such an idiot. So this is what happens when I come in with a plan and then everything gets lost. So, fun news is though that, we should, there we go. So, let's see, I think there should be an iron pick in here, if I'm not mistaken. How's it going, hard workers? Let's see, we got, really, we have no iron pick? That's hogwash. It's absolute hogwash. But anyways, this is here, I'll just build one over here, so I stop wasting time. Okay, so, this will be like what the floor is, and it's just gonna be a little 1x1 column. And then we're gonna have the walls like this, so it's gonna be cool little stone walls. And I might actually make this into like marble. It's gotta be 3 high though. Like this, and then like that. So, and basically our, I think I actually have some in the, in here. I think I have some torque junctions stored away in here. No, apparently I don't. Okay, so the torque junction, or the torque cables are gonna go along the top of it, and this is gonna lead all around our base. So I should be able to use, I may build an excavator to help me build the tunnels for this, and then just do like, 3 wide all the way around, then 1 across the ceiling. Yeah, I'll probably do that. And so we're gonna power all of our stuff off that giant windmill over there. But first thing we need to do is we need to actually build our windmill. So that's gonna be basically we're gonna do that in the episode, and then I'm gonna build the windmill itself. Then I'll get the cotton for it so that I can make the actual blades, and then yeah. So that'll be the end of the episode. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and get around to building. Alright guys, time for another big build. Today we're going to be building ourselves a windmill. Now, the thought process behind it, as you can see I'm starting to build the bone structure, is we're going to have a nice square base, a solid place to set our windmill, and then we're going to build a circle up on top of it. So I wanted to build it about the same size base as the command station for our soldiers, but I wanted to have it much taller. And as you can see, I'm starting to realize how big this build is going to be, so I decided that I needed to change camera angles. As you can see from here, we're going to have ourselves a giant windmill, and it's going to break my rule, by being the biggest building on the property. As you guys have known, if you've been watching my series before, I wanted the biggest building to be my headquarters, the first building that we ever built, but I'm starting to quickly realize that as I expand and I get more materials, that's not going to be possible, because to have a true kingdom, we're going to need an eventual castle. So eventually I'll actually build a giant castle, but for now, we have to settle for the windmill being the biggest building. As you guys can see, the mix of inspiration comes from a mix of sort of a Norwegian feel, or European windmills, the ones that are wooden on top, stone on the bottom, and sort of a lighthouse. But we're going to have the round spots, and the windmill is actually going to come out of that wooden face you see in the front. As you can see, I'm starting to use a little bit of stairs to add some sort of slopes, and we're going to start breaking up those even faces, because as you guys have known from my other ones where I talk about that symmetry and patterning can be the lifeblood or the absolute bane of a cool build. And in this situation, I really wanted to break up the faces and make them more uneven so that they're more interesting to look at, especially with a large building. As you can see now, I'm building the windmill blades. It's going to be the last thing, and with one pop, just like that, it is all done. So we now have ourselves a giant windmill, which is going to be effective for powering pretty much everything we could ever want. We're going to, of course, have to go and make some more high-end cables to get the power out, but that's not too much of a problem with the amount of supplies we have. Alright guys, so as you can see, our windmill is built, and honestly it's so big that it's almost hard to get a good scale on it. I think personally that it looks flippin' amazing, especially if you take off the HUD and you look at it like in cinematic mode. It looks so cool. I am so happy with it. And check this out, we have the torque shaft going up in here, which actually I need a ladder to go down in there so that I can build the tunnels out to everything and illuminate it, so that'll go out to all the different farms so that we can have farms run off of this windmill here. And we will eventually replace this with probably heavy torque cable versus this wooden stuff, because the wooden stuff does lose energy over a distance, and since we are going to be traveling it over a big distance, we'll want heavy torque cable. But check this out, this is such a cool view. You can see all the way out around everything, and if I actually broke this, it would break the whole windmill. But so you can see the whole kingdom from here, and it looks flippin' amazing. I just need to go, I think that I'll go and build a little bit of a like a ladder up here so I can get to the very top of that spire and have a viewpoint. But anyways, that's it for this episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Next time I hope to have a good surprise for you, but until then, you guys keep being good guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Oh shit, not what I meant to do, damn it.